check. Checking mics. Mics are being checked. Everything sound okay? Good to go. All right. That's good to hear. Hi, welcome to another Saturday night stream thing. It's a stream thing that happens on Saturday nights. I'm Walcom. How y'all doing? Rat, yes, there's Rat. Nice to see you, Smith Vero. I saw Fomando in there too. Vesic, nice to see you. Radioactive Designs also there. Hey, Blackstorm. Chaos Imminent. How's everybody doing? Oh, I was asking the wife if she would deliver upon me a Red Bull, and I feel she is busy. Oh, hey! I see you, David. I might not have to buy the Dart Zone LMG. Apparently, I have at least the Brute is shipping out next week, so should have it probably the week after that, which is pretty exciting. So there should be a video on that very soon, and I assume the Boxer Pro won't be too far behind it. I'm not sure why they wouldn't send both, but they're apparently just sending me that. That's cool. Also next week, the 15th was allegedly the day that all of the new Nerf stuff was supposed to drop. And really the only one I'm interested in is the Galactic Commander, but I have a feeling I'll buy all of them and try to break them all anyway to see if they're all really bad. So, because that's about all Nerf is good for in 2025, unfortunately. But I do have hopes for the Galactic Commander. Fully exhausted, just came back from my local Nerf war. Local in quotations. By the way, please don't dox me. I posted the receipt of a target. I thought it was 6. Within 50 miles of me, there's 21 target locations. I really didn't understand that one at all. I don't, like, oh my god, don't dox Target. Get Walcom kicked off YouTube for doxing a store. It's freaking weird, man. I don't pretend to understand things anymore. Planning to order a Sledgefire on Thursdays. Offer found on eBay at $17 with team. That sounds pretty good. Whether it's too good to be true, I don't know about that. It is just a toy, an old one at that. It's under what I would sell a Sledgefire for with shells. The shells are a little rare, but at the same time, you can just 3D print them. But $17 is totally fair, in my opinion. I don't think it's not much more than that. Seen and held the Galactic Commander inbox with my own 2 hands. I know because I work in a toy shop. Jack, are you in the US? Can you verify that it has like a street date or something? And that's what we're waiting on. Boxer will be amazing. It does seem like it's gonna be pretty freaking amazing, Fire. Local is like 150-ish miles. Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours. Should be fine. Ravenfire? I have one of those in the box. Are they up to insane used car amounts? Thank you, honey. These are fire, by the way. Just don't get it confused with the pink Red Bull, because those are awful. Absolute trash. Which Elite 2.0 blaster would you recommend? The Double Punch. Double Punch or the Moto Blitz are really the only two I think are really worth getting. I mean, that's not bad. There are some people that don't have games within 1,000 miles of them. So I wouldn't be too bad on that one, Radioactive. They're going to die out if they keep this proprietary dart. Probably. So, let's talk about that for just a second, right? Because every single time there's a different kind of dart, everybody says, oh, it's going to die. Rival was a different kind of dart. Mega was a different kind of dart. Mega XL was a different kind of dart, and you guys loved that one. Yeah. All those were different darts, and they were all, nobody really was like, oh, I hate Rival because it's a different type of dart. No, everybody was stoked for Rival. So, Yeah, I don't think that they're in the wrong for that. I think the problem is that Rival was fundamentally different. Mega was fundamentally different. Mega XL was fundamentally different. And Ultra had its points, and N-Series just seems like discount bin Ultra. I think N-Series feels like Buzzbee Ultra. Buzzbee Nerf Ultra. I challenge you to prove me wrong on that one, chat. You still have the Moab? I do still have the Moab. That's one way of looking at it, Classic. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Hey, nerfing idiot. Ah, Jack. Thanks for... I'm really wondering. I want to find if anyone has seen the Galactic Commander in the US. Rival actually succeeded because it was good and improved the blasters. Debatable. Mega and Mega XL were really fun, but impractical with the dart form. But they were a different kind of ammo. That's one of the cool things that Nerf does. Because if your game is any good, it will have reasons for you to use alternative ammo. That's why HVZ is so beloved, is because there's so many different ammo types that are useful in HVZ. It's kind of cool like that. We also have some shenanigans coming our way. I can't believe Nerf is doing this. I cannot believe. This was all posted by General Strife in the Discord. But we have brand new Nerf things I think I've vaguely talked about before. There's a pump action ward coming out. I don't have a picture of it, but it does exist. And why is this not showing up on my desktop? What the heck? It's literally not there. I can see the pictures on my desktop, but when I go to add them, it's because they're weapons. Can you not detect a weapon? Let me try to just import it anyway. Nah, it just tells me to screw off. Does it? Yeah, it doesn't do it. Cool! That's annoying. Hold on, I have a situation for this. Because I already converted them into JPEGs. So you can go screw yourself. Streamlabs. Let's try that again. And they're still not showing up. Those are PNGs. Whatever. PNGs are the same thing. They should still show up on my... Why can I not add these to Streamlabs? It's literally refusing to let me. Oh, you silly little guy. Let's try this. I'm gonna just change it to an image type. Add a new source. Browse. Oh, all of a sudden you can do it. That's bizarre. So, we have, coming our way... Does that look familiar? You ever heard the term of putting lipstick on a pig? Are you... What is Hasbro doing? What is the point of this existing? Now, you guys might be a little bit more plugged in than I am. Was the Topbreaker, like, the top-selling toy of 2025? Like, was it so amazingly new and innovative and sold out so quickly? I should call her. Radioactive. I don't even know where to start with this. And if you thought that was good, if you thought that was the WinRAR, it gets better. And by gets better, I'm absolutely lying through what little teeth I have left, because it gets so much worse. Not one, but two. Two Topbreaker reskins. Now, I find it hilarious. There is a, I would assume, highly autistic individual that has, every single time I review a Nerf product, every single one of them, he goes in my comment section. The last time I saw it, I try not to interact with them. I doubt they're watching this. I try not to interact with them because, you know, that's just going to drive them to do more. But they say the most insane things. Nobody ever comments to them. I have not shadow banned them. I see all their comments, and I just never interact with them. Because, like, what was the last one? I want to find the comment, because it was like, did you ever think that Nerf made N-Series to protect their brand? And it's really important that they do that because other companies were ripping them off? And it's the most insane stuff you will ever read. And it's like every single Nerf review. It's like, Walcom's a illiterate man-child who doesn't know anything about anything, and he doesn't understand the fact that kids like toys, and kids will play with toys, and Nerf toys are really good. And it's the just most insane stuff I could fathom. And they defend stuff like this. Well, what's it hurting, Walcom? I mean, they're just putting out more colors for more people. Shouldn't you be happy? No, I'm not happy. This was a flawed blaster from the get-go. Now there's 3 versions of it. Each one of those blasters could have been something actually cool. Instead, these are going to be shelf warmers, even if they're at different stores. Maybe one's at Target, one's at Walmart. I don't care. These shouldn't exist. They are bad. There's no kid on the planet that would have one of these like, this is my favorite Nerf blaster. If there is that kid, hand them a barrel break and they'll be like, oh, why the hell did I ever like the Topbreaker to begin with? And that's coming from somebody who loves a lot of really bad blasters that people hate. I don't have to justify it. I like a thing. I'm just saying that these have no purpose and they should not exist. Thank you, Neon the Proto. Stop killing games. Stop killing Nerf. I don't know why they're not even trying anymore. I honestly do not understand how this company still exists at this point. They're not even trying. Like, this was a bad blaster, and now there's 3. And it's not even like the, like, tried to say something like the, what do you call it, the deploy, right? There's a couple versions of deploy. Still, one look at the deploy and you go like, yeah, I understand why people like that blaster. Doesn't mean it's great, just you can see why people like it. What is there to like? Can we defend the Topbreaker? Can we actually defend this blaster exists? Because I can't. I really can't. Hand that kid a Villainator to change his mind immediately. The funniest thing about that is the Villainator isn't much more expensive than these. Like, what's the point? I'm not trying to be just Debbie Downer man-child hates everything new. I'm legitimately hoping the Galactic Commander is a good blaster. And I know how that's the worst part, is I know how that video is going to go. Because even if I do like the Galactic Commander and I think it's a good blaster, much like I think the Sprinter is a good blaster, I'm just going to get dozens of comments like, oh, why don't you just get a Boxer Pro? Why would you ever get this? Because that's not for kids. Like, the Boxer Pro isn't really a toy for kids. And I can further, understand that. Even though I think the Boxer Pro will be fine for kids because it's a flywheeler, I still don't think that it's something that you should give a kid because he's going to take his friend's eyes out with it. They hurt. 150 FPS is no joke. These are marginally safer, I guess is what you would say. They're just awful blasters. And I don't know why Nerf can't make anything good. Like, there's not a single frickin' person who works at Nerf that cares about the product line anymore. You make a new Zombie Strike blaster, what would the design be and what would the actual blaster gimmick be? Besides double sledge fire. I would just default into make the rip chain good, pump action, but, actually has chains that are similar to, like, the XShot chains where you can actually, like, twist and de-link them, and, doesn't suck and has slam fire. That's a good blaster right there. Nerf just wants to be remembered, not the leader. That's a weird way of saying they hate money. That's like, oh, Nerf just puts out blasters anymore to appease the fans. They don't care about money. No. We did not get here because Nerf cared about the fans. A lot of people at Nerf do care about the blasters. They care about how much they stand on them to make rather than quality. Sledge fire, but hammer shot. That could be good. I don't know if you could get that far. Double punch Sprinter, but only 2 blasters that have been decent. I'd love to see like an alternator from Nerf. I think they could do that. And one of those companies could do that. It's a little hard for somebody to like 3D print design and a functional alternator, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. People have flywheeled the, I still have the files for the kit, I've just never done it. People have flywheeled the crossbow. What's that? What's the N series? Crossbolt. How would you feel about AAB pistol? I have one. I do need to finish that video. I bought the flintlock pistol and the bands broke within 20 shots. What flintlock pistol? That makes 13 wards in total. I guess it really ran with like, oh, the ward's a pretty decent little blaster for $5 and just went wild with it. And you know, I'm cold because this is my favorite thing ever. And it's a single shot. It's a $140 single shot. Too bad it's the greatest blaster ever. And you'll never be able to convince me otherwise. That's why I hate being me. It's like I'm gonna do, why would I spend $140 on a break action single shot? You wouldn't. It's for me. This blaster exists for me, and I don't care if it doesn't exist for anyone else, because I love it. The greatest thing. I've got a whole graphic for this. He's making a list and checking it twice, General Strife. Grain Rain and Shambles. Grain Rain's a great blaster. It's not my favorite. It's never been my favorite. It's just a great blaster. Thought it was a Smiley remix. Nope, it is break action. Do I have a dart? Take the thing. The Carney Rex one has rubber bands in it. Mine doesn't have rubber bands. Look at that. It's so good. Just take it out, put it in there. Got my dart back. Should probably get rid of these images. Yeah, I like break actions. They've always been my favorite. This is the best one. It is perfect. Actually, I say it's perfect. I have one complaint, and that's it's slightly too long of a break. The distance is kind of considerable. You have to really crack it down. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. That'll be a good one if you're into break actions. If you're a break action fan, you'll really like that one. I like single shots, but when they look like they were generated using Chappy GPT, it's a nightmare. I don't know about that one. I can confirm the Galactic Commander runs off 6 AAs and not 4 Cs. Okay, I think the Sprinter also ran off 6 AA, or 6 AAs too. Grain Rain has the best, worst, and funniest name ever. I kind of agree with that one. Would you rather have 15 wards or 15 sprinters? Honestly, 15 sprinters. I think you could do a lot different. You could do a full auto sprinter. You could do a bullpup sprint. Well, I guess the sprinter's already bull. Full auto bullpup sprinter. You could do internal mag sprinter. You could do double mag sprinter. You could do forward normal mag sprinter. You could do top fed mag sprinter. You could do side mag fed sprinter. There's so much room for activities with that design. Or you could make 30 wards. Hasbro, try to make a compelling dart blaster challenge impossible. If you watch any other Nerf review YouTube channel, I don't. Mostly because I don't want to subconsciously change my opinions on stuff. So, I don't. And that gets really hard when I'm excited for a blaster. Thankfully, it's been a while since I've been excited for a blaster and haven't actually gotten my hands on it. A blast from the past. They might dig up and defile their own graves. Put a whole list of every 2025 Nerf blaster in general chat. There are 7 wards and 6 other blasters. The funniest thing about that is, I swear the first new Nerf blaster I got this year was the Shadow Speed Recon. And then it's like, well, I know basically every other blaster is going to be the Shadow Speed Recon. The Arctic whatever is reshell of the Strike back? Yeah, strike back. Just bolt action instead of pump action. And then the Galactic Commander is, well, essentially a sprinter regulator. We'll see how it works. Yeah, Waste, you can do that. You can punch out the actual air restrictors. It usually doesn't end well, though. But people did it with, like, the Trilogy and the Triad back in the day. Dad Zone? Did I misspell Dart Zone? No, I didn't. I don't really watch movies. I have gotten through most of Hunter x Hunter, though. Working my way through it. It is hard to watch a childhood die, but we are watching Hasbro dig Nerf's graves. It does feel like that. I wish somebody cared. Don't you care? Don't you even care? Do you have any plans for another Nerf dumpster video? Yes, I have 3 of them. They will happen eventually. It's been a pretty dumb week. I didn't get a lot done as I wanted to. I have gotten more done than you'd think, though. I'm just about done. I want Solony's help tomorrow since he's coming over. Filming the rest of the funny stuff with the moose, the Mammoth Greg, which I mean, maybe Anthony will take a shot from the Mammoth Greg if he's hiding in here. If not, I should put a stream goal that if I get like a certain amount of super chats or something, I will slow-mo take a shot of the Mammoth Greg to my bare belly at 960 frames per second. Assuming anybody actually wants to see that. Is that something somebody would want to see? I'm terrified to bring my FX30 outside, but... Hey, Jacob. I might do it. It would be funny. I'm not taking Mammoth Greg to the Happy Sack. Rapid Strikes video where you rapid fire a bunch of low-level blasters, mod rating. I haven't. We've talked about doing 10 blasters in 10 minutes. That's about the closest thing I've thought about doing to that. Some people are saying no. If you're saying no, I'd like to hear your thoughts. What was it? This is interesting. I don't know how much information there is out on this thing. I didn't know it existed. This was made by Cole. I don't think I know their handle. This is interesting. Has anybody, like, are they active in Discord? They've been talking about this or something? Because this is legitimately the first time I've gotten my hands on one. I think some people are actually kind of excited for this, and I do think it has some potential. I don't have much experience with the standard Magpie, or whatever the newest version of the Magpie is. What I can do that I can't do in a YouTube community post, maybe I can't. Maybe you can post GIFs in the YouTube community post now. This. What are your thoughts about that, chat? You have thoughts? I'll just keep doing it. What do you think about that? So from every other revolver I've used, the trigger is kind of garbage. Like, horrible. This is very nice. This is very, very nice. You can really wrap off shots with this thing. And then you can drop out your cylinder, put another cylinder in, give it a spin, give it a flick. I don't think you can do that with a Magpie either. Not quite certain. There's a lot to like about this. That is legitimately an amazing trigger mech. I think it's real good. This is 3D printed, and the best part about it being 3D printed is that it is a relatively easy print. The actual mechanics inside might require some finesse, but everything looks to be printed flat. I can't find an overhang. It's very well designed. Oh, you can see just how little effort it takes. Don't slam the cylinder! I'm gonna do it again, just to piss off the buds. Oh, I can cowboy this all day. Oh, it feels so good. Can you do this with a Magpie? So that's the thing. So performance, I hate doing this because I know how this video is going to go. This specific one, or this is not a release blaster as far as I know, is not geared for pro performance right now. That being said, there is nothing that can stop this from being pro performance or above. The crush on the flywheels, you can see it right there. It's like a hot dog down a hallway. It's barely trying. There's no reason why there can't be, in a couple of minutes, another cage for this thing to make a hit pro performance, like 140s. And also, I want to point out, there's no reason why you can't have 3 flywheel cages in this thing and make it a railgun. Yeah. I mean, 6 flywheels might be too much, 6 motors, but you could technically do it. I mean, look at the design of the shell. You just have to have this kind of bulging thing go farther forward. And there's, like, I have to preface it in the video by saying that this was clearly not meant, this hits like 80s. It's clearly not meant to be a pro performance. But at the same time, there's nothing stopping you from printing one out that has a better cage, because I'm sure if he doesn't release a cage for it, there will be high performance cage releases immediately. Because it's just a matter of, like, taking the part and making the wheels go closer together. This is really good. I like the design of it a lot. I think this kind of simplified design goes really well for new printers to get their hands on it, but at the same time, it's going to be super hosterable, and it doesn't look like no firearm, which is great. I don't like the grip. Now, I need to preface that by saying this is the rev trigger. I love that. You can see how easy that is to manipulate. That is so much better than, like, no, you can just rev it, fire, let go. It works perfectly. I've never seen one of these revolvers. There are a couple out there. I've never seen one that did this. This is perfect. Really like that. There's no rev trigger like on the grip, so it's very easy to use. It's like a back strap. Just press in like that. Just kind of gently squeeze your thumb. Big fan. The grip angle is what I don't like. Now, the battery does go on the grip. If I unscrew this is a very good battery door, I might add. The battery does go in the grip. The battery could go up top if they really wanted to, but that can be a pain in the butt. So I kind of get why they went with the grip. I just don't like the, what do you call this? Like a bird's head grip? I'm just not a fan. I kind of wish it had more of a slacked back grip. Like, this is all fine, but then maybe a little bit more angled back, a little bit more rounded square, because this just looks weird on this. That's me. It's minor nitpicks. The blaster itself is fantastic, and I think this design will go far. And if it's open at all for people to make changes, I think it will be extremely popular. This is amazing. This is really good. A lot of people seem to think that, Peter. Way more compact than Desperado. It's probably about the same size, to be honest. I did get multiple cylinders, and it is, look how easy that spins out. It is a little hard to, like, get the cylinders in. I don't know how Jerry Michalak does it, but you can kind of, like, point it down and just kind of load it. I like to spin it, because if you don't, it doesn't really close all the way, but you can snap it. Do that. Yeah, you don't have to spin it. You can. Yeah, it's nice. I really think Cole did a bang-up job with this one. I'm going to get a video out on this. Flywheel without rev? No, it revs right here. That's the rev trigger. So basically when I'm holding it like this, I just flex my thumb. Catches the inside of my thumb. So if you're reaching down and drawing it and grabbing it, you could just have it revved already. I know for a fact the Magpie did the whole like half. I didn't like that very much. It worked, but it's a little hard to spin. It's not impossible. It's very awkwardly balanced. It's not bad. You can do it. Time for the XShot lock blaster to be well fitted. It definitely could. I don't know if I would. I don't have a lock blaster right now. I have the one I built last summer, the Scout one, but I never actually like got it working quite right. I wasn't happy with it. Yeah, it was somebody that goes by the name Fruit. Where did I put those? I do have them. Yeah. So this had nothing to do with Moose. These are ridiculous in every sense of the word, but these were sent to me by Fruit. I will probably do a video on them because any chance to just talk about these things. They're just as unwieldy as all of the other Moose pistols. But yeah, these are the Helsing ones, which are hilarious. They got mags, and they are, I actually haven't fired. Let's put a dart. Let's put a dart in here. Thoughts on the free runner? I don't think I know what that is. So, this is... There's no safety. I didn't actually hit the, I'm trying to see if I have one more dart. I didn't actually hit the helmet. I was hoping for it to bounce back so I could gauge how hard it's actually hitting. These are insane. Moose does sell these, but he did not make these. These were made by Fruit. They're so ridiculous. Freddy? I almost beat Freddy. That was rough. That is these. What is it? I think my old ones hit like 250. These got longer barrels and stuff on them, I think. That is just too much. There is no chance for you to actually dual wield these. Like, you might... Yeah, you could technically do that. Oh, they are hand cannons in every sense of the word. These are ridiculous. The triggers are not great. The mags are pretty compact, all things considered. And the prime is absolutely atrocious. Very enthusiastic. Doesn't Alucard actually prime his guns like that? He also does the one where he primes it with his mouth. It's like you don't even read my Christmas list. Ugh. Yeah, it doesn't have blowback to do that for Mars, but you're not wrong. All I see is man pointing two deagles at my face. I mean, you might have done something to deserve it, Ivan. Are there any quiet 3D printed compact flywheel blasters? I mean, this is really quiet. Let me find I had batteries because I was charging them. But again, it doesn't hit very hard. Plug you in. I do think this is a fantastically designed thing. So, this thing, you can't even hear it. You literally can barely even hear it. It's so, like, pretty quiet. Well-balanced flywheels. Just, again, zero crush. You can't get any real power out of it. But very easy to fix. I'm excited to talk about it. I have a lot of thoughts. I think it's a fantastic blaster. I think the platform is amazing. And if it can get higher crush cage and more cage, at least double cage, I think it'll be really good. I mean, that you just can't beat that. Plus, you know, dual wielding is going to be amazing. Yeah, I have a filter that would cut out, like, I have a fan right here, so you guys hopefully don't have to hear that. Is the blink good for 20 bucks? I would buy a pallet of blinks at that price, to be honest. You're getting a lipo charger, and a adjustable rate of fire, adjustable velocity flywheeler for 20 bucks to your question. If it was 60 bucks, that would be worth it. The funniest part about the blink is, like, the critics of the blink are like, oh, it's too loud and I don't like the ergonomics. Okay, but for 20 bucks, you're stupid if you don't buy one. Like, straight up. The Mauler is a 280 FPS pump action magazine fed bullpup. Yeah, it's worth it for 12. I went to my local Target. I could not find the siren stuff. I should actually look again. Oh no, guys, I doxed Target. Oh no, gotta have a bunch of comments from people saying I doxed Target. Siren. It's not on sale online, and it is not sold in any of the stores near me, apparently. None of them. Not a single Target says it has it in stock. Interesting. How is the motorized rate fire? It's fun. It's definitely fun. And if you just want, you know, standard length dart stuff, absolutely can pick one up. At this point, I might wait for a Boxer Pro if you want, like, the Pro performance level. But yeah. The Gnarlfers, I would literally buy 100 of them for 6. Are you kidding me? The Gnarl's such a slept-on blaster. Won't someone think of the big box stores? I'm such an evil person for doxing Target. One person said that it was like, oh, because, like, you're going to have parasocial people, like, stalking you and stuff. It's like, if you were smart, you would send something to my P.O. box and then sit outside the P.O. box and wait for me. Because eventually I'll get the notification, and eventually I'll probably go in and try to grab that thing. That's what I would do. If you're going to do something like that, you might as well. Can you dox Target again? The exact store is showing up on Google Maps. It's the one in Gig Harbor. There is only one in Gig Harbor. It's not even the closest Target to me. Another person's trash is another person's treasure, Wit. Not enough, General Strife. Not enough. I actually wanted to find more of the siren darts. If the siren darts, especially the EPA, is that what it's called? EPP? The styrofoam, ultra foam darts. If I could find those for cheap, I would buy as many as I could. See, I would literally ask somebody, like, hey, do you have a box of these in the back? I want to buy every single one you have. Like, no joke. I don't think Siren ever sold those darts in stores, though. I mean, Wit, if it had the foregrip, though, the foregrip from the Stampede is amazing. I wasn't aware you could dox a business that advertises itself at its location. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, it's because I went to Target. I'll go grab the stuff I found. Very, very limited budget, but when I saw this, I kind of had to. Oh! Rip him! Come on. Don't have this. Okay. She's alive. That's good. These. $3 a box. I think it was $3.15 a box. You can't tell me that's not worth. Bought a whole bag of them. Let's see, I do have a knife. I'm gonna open a box. What are these gonna be good for? I don't remember the Nerf Pro Darts being particularly good, but I also don't remember them being particularly unusably awful either. Oh, bro. I opened the box and I saw that and I pulled up on it and it just dumped darts all over the... It's a good thing I got so many of them. Cool. Sorry, doing the awkward thing where I'm picking up darts. I don't want to step on them. I mean, from where I'm sitting, these are the cheapest short darts I have ever gotten. $3 for 75. I bought every single one I could. Find the good boy. They look fine to me. Foam feels good. See that? I'd say that's pretty good if it could bounce back and immediately hit me 2 inches from where I fired it. Seems like a pretty decent dart to me. I don't know. The ones from last year might have had glue head issues, but these all seem fine. These actually seem pretty freaking good. Let me see if I can... It sounded a little weak. I'm trying to hit the tank of this monster super soaker I have. Hit it. Anything else right off screen I can take an educated shot at? They work fine. They work real good. Yes, this video is almost done. I have fired it hundreds of times. So, I actually, I have the coolest setup going on here. So you can see I've got a red dot and the sights, but as you can see, I can use the sights under the riser. So not only do I have the dot, but then I have the sights. Oh, I love it so much. It's the best. Should you buy one? Probably not. But it's really good if you have single shots. Yeah, as far as I can tell, they work great. They work real good. I'm quite pleased with my purchase. I would buy more. Honestly, Nerf Pro. Here's the darts. Pickup. Limited stock. That's in Lacey. Every single one of them says limited stock. Gig Harbor says out of stock. So it might actually be worth... Yeah, I might actually go out tomorrow with like Solinus or something and see if we can't find more darts. No, they look fine. I mean, they literally bounce back and hit me. This one has a little bit of overhanging glue. I gotta block my face. I think you can see a shine right there on the foam. If you look right under the dart head, you can see the shine. But that's not bad. Again, for 4 cents a dart. And they're gonna be better than probably a lot of other darts out there. This was a sponsored thing. They sent this to me. It's like a $200 optic. It's overkill for Nerf. And I was pretty upset because they didn't send me a plate to attach it to. So I had to buy a plate. But it is really nice. It's got like ambient light detection and stuff on it. My biggest problem with red dots is I constantly leave them on, and none of the like cheap ones you buy, like they don't have that good battery life. You leave them on for like 4 or 5 days and they're done. These have like shake to wake, so you set it down after like 10 minutes, the dart shuts off, pick it up, it turns back on. The case, this is for the Osite X, but the cases are how you charge them. You just put it on top of it like that, and it actually magnetizes the top of it and charges it. They're overkill for Nerf. Do not buy one for Nerf unless you just have money burning a hole in your pocket. But it's really nice. I don't know if I can get the dot, how hard it would be. Oh, wait, there we go. Does that seem pretty good to you? Anybody an expert on optics? It's the nicest one I've used. How many boxes did you get? I got 10. So that optic right there is supposed to last 26 days, and with the charger, it's supposed to last like 15 years. Allegedly. This is an Osite S. It's teeny tiny. Where's the X? I have an X. Oh, I put the X on the thing. And this is the Osite X. So if I were to show them together, you can see the X is considerably larger. Right? Oh god, this feels good. It's real good. Got all the single shots. I got all the single shots. Where's my grain? Oh, I think the grain rain's at the range. But yeah, I got all the single shots. There, I'm like, cheek well, dot is at the top. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna. It's not sighted in. No. Okay, my love. Yeah, you're probably fine. Whoop. Perfect. They just bring me joy. They're so much fun to use in actual Nerf wars, because I don't run like Rush most of the time. Obviously, I can and I have, but I usually don't. And for conserving ammo and hitting shots and getting like really nice tags, that's what I like single shots for. It's going, Aiden. How about you? A Monstrum fangirl? A Monstrum. It's really good, Jacob. I have videos on all these blasters. You can see them. Do you collect Pokemon cards? The wife collects Pokemon cards. I haven't done much Pokemon card collecting recently. And we haven't really done it since like 2020, since they became hard to get and people are now scalping the crap out of them. So that kind of took a back seat. We're not really good on the consuming. Like, you know, you're welcome, you go. Yeah, but that's like work. My true passion is Beyblades. Japanese Beyblade X bind boxes, I would, yeah, that's kind of cool. It is weird how, like, Japan will do the blind boxes, and then they'll, like, the US ones will just release them as normal upgrades. I have seen the Final Fantasy VII Magic cards. We would like them, but then the prices are obscene, so no, it's not going to happen. How hot is it there? It's not great. Yesterday, I think, was really nice because it was like 72 degrees. I think today it's 91. 94. 94 degrees. I'm not pleased about it. It makes, like, if I step away from this fan, I just start dripping sweat. If I were to walk away and stand behind that table for a minute and come back, I will be drenched in sweat. It's so unbelievably, terribly hot. The break action one, Aiden? It's very good. Where can I get the new XShot AAB? It's not out yet. Look more towards the end of the month, I think. By the time it's out, you'll know because everybody will be pointing about it. It's supposed to be sometime towards the end of this month, maybe into next month. It'll be available at Amazon, Target, Walmart, pretty much everywhere in the US. If you're outside the US, I don't know what to tell you. I guess Canadian Tire will have them, and reasonably soon by what Tag says. Dart Zone Max Darts? Eh. This thing? It's up for sale for $140, which that's not bad. Look at the carbon fiber for the hinges, the carbon fiber barrel. It's kind of hard to show you, but there is a B-car. I guess I can unscrew it all. It's multiple parts, but there is a B-car in here. Integral B-car. Okay, I'm getting tired of unscrewing stuff. Can we just pull out yet? Maybe? Kinda, sorta? I'm really getting tired of this. How many threads? Jeez. Yeah. Time to do that again. Your birthday is Monday? My birthday is what? Wednesday? Is my birthday Wednesday? Yeah, my birthday's Wednesday. Take my blackout retaliator to the police station? Yeah, and you should point it at the officers and say, Tag, you're it. Best darts for AEBs? Fresh ones. It's just a guard. It's covering. You making me take the thing back off. Have you tried the saber darts? I have. Yeah, I have. They're okay. They're pretty good. I haven't tried them at like super long range. Yeah, there you go. So, man, that's an excessive amount of threading. Oh, thank you, Plus, for real. Motor Strike's pretty okay. Don't mind me. I got all this in the box. It obviously didn't come with the red dot, but it did come with the sights. I do think they need to print out this in orange and like include it in the box or something. This is a separate part you can unscrew. It's not part of the B-car, but Oimeo darts, never heard of them. Shut up, terrorist. Terrorist C-bum, not gonna happen. Go back. Now the N-Series hype has died down. I don't really know how much hype N-Series ever had. I think from the very beginning people were calling it Ultra 2, Electric Boogaloo. How is the N-Series dart compared to the Elite dart? Elite darts are awful. Elite darts are the worst Nerf darts. Even the original XShot darts are superior to Elite darts. And those are garbage. I need to go buy like a brand new Villainator or something like that and test those darts. Like I was gonna do it when I was at Target. I didn't because the only thing they had was like the Magnum X2 and I think they wanted like $35 for that. But I want to buy like a Magnum X2 or a Villainator or something like that. And I want to compare it to like my Strike Back. And I want to see exactly how much better those are compared, both distance and accuracy wise compared to N-Series. I don't think anybody's done that. And I'm in a better position to demonstrate that than most. And I honestly wonder, because I have a feeling like N-Series loses out hard. I'll have the video out soon, Aiden. It's the Awaken. Are the XShot short darts that came with the Fury long shot different from what the XShot is originally including? As far as I know, no, Unagi. Streamlines. The funniest thing is, if you watched my video where I unboxed that Recon and did the whole, like, those were brand new, never used, never sniffed streamlines, they still went like 50-something feet. It was actually depressing how cromulent those darts were. Hey, Renato! Sludge fire shells compare. I mean, I could. It's pretty fun, Hewen. I wouldn't pay more than like 12 bucks for one. It's pretty good, though. Southeast slugs. Yeah, when we were just making glue domes and take foam backer rod and a metal washer and cover it in hot glue and shoot that at someone. Oh, we've come a long way. We've come a long way. Never been sniffed. Good way to store darts. I throw them in a bin. I remember the Boomco video, you said that the straws are better from the Elite darts. How you feel about Strife using Boomco straws? Well, you pretty much got that with the Spinsanity 3X. They are much better darts. If I could find my freaking Ever After High Snow Shot Blaster, or whatever it's called, I would love to actually range test it and show you just how stupid 10-year-old Boomco still is. You could buy a far shot, throw in a K26, and that sucker would hit like 150 feet. And be accurate. Thoughts on the Omnia Pro Gen 3? I don't have one. I actually point blank asked Dart Zone for a review sample. They wouldn't. That being said, I still think the Omnias were good for full auto, and from what I saw from somebody else's video, because I don't remember who it was, they showed it looking pretty good, honestly. It looked okay. Would I buy one for full price? Oh, Omnia Gen 3. $90. Max I would probably even look at that for is 50. If it was under 50, I would recommend it. I'm not saying the blaster can't be worth $90. But considering if you're watching this right now, your local Target might have the Siren Blink for $20. That's already a better blaster in my opinion. Ask me Monday, Peter. $90 is a lot for your third attempt at the same blaster. And honestly, I don't even know if the Omnia would compete with the Boxer. And I think we had some name leaks, some potential, like there is like Dart Zone Max, not Adventure Force Pro, but Dart Zone Max Pro blasters coming out soon. We don't know anything about them, but I think there was some name leaks. Hey, Rage Arts. The Dino Strike line, I think I did a video on a couple of them. I was not a big fan. I can't even decipher what that is, Waste. What is the best Nerf blaster? I'm still kind of going to say if you're going to have to buy a Nerf product, I would go with the Sprinter. I think the Sprinter is good. It's not going to work, Zero. Completely different mechanisms for propulsion. The Boxer Pro's flywheeler, the chains are going to be built for flywheels. Legion Go S, oh, that's good. You know they're on sale for like $200 off right now. I hope you didn't pay full price. Every single one of NERF's current offerings right now, you have 30 seconds. This is your time now. I don't even know if I can name them. Sprinter, everything else. I think NERF Pro's done. I'd like to think that there's people out there that specifically, I still get comments like, what the heck, Walcom? Mine works fine. Why do you just hate NERF so much? You never give them a fair thing. It's like, I bought 2 blasters from 2 different locations. Both of them are completely different. Both of them didn't work. People were saying, oh, with whatever one, I think it was the Torrent, I bought the one that had the hole punched in it. Like on store shelves, it had a hole punched in the side of the box, which I thought was hilarious. People were like, well, obviously it's not going to work. The box was damaged. What? That has nothing to do with the stuff. There was no mark on the blaster whatsoever. It was bad. Now, the Torrent is easily fixable. You just swap out the barrel. That's not a big deal. The sender required very drastic heart surgery. And even when you get the sender working, which I did, it still has one of the worst trigger pulls imaginable. Which is weird because NERF can do bullpup triggers that are really good. The NERF N-Series Sprinter works fine. I don't know how they managed to screw this up so much. But the thing is, when people are like, a year later, are like, oh, mine works fine. Well, no crap. Yours is not one of the ones from the initial start. They probably fixed them. As for, like, I applaud NERF. I liked the designs, at least on paper. And I applaud NERF for trying to do something different. Small compact bullpup PDW pistol thing for the sender. That's a good idea. The same thing goes for the carbine mag-in grip style we got with the Torrent. I think those are good ideas. They were very rough. The design language was not there. It was absolutely infuriatingly stupid that they didn't include Picatinny rails, which should have been standard. You have these blasters that can hit 200 FPS and you can't put an optic on it or a foregrip or really anything you wanted to. There was no reason for that. That was Hasbro being Hasbro. It was a monkey paw situation. We all wanted NERF Pro. They jump into NERF Pro years too late and they deliver a half-baked product just so they can turn around and go, well, I guess people don't really want Pro blasters. They made the worst possible ones they could have. And it doesn't make any sense to me. And now Hasbro's just like, okay, we're going to do NERF Junior and NERF N-Series, and that's going to be everything. Oh, and all of our stupid Marvel tie-ins that nobody buys. I'm very tired of Hasbro. And I want stuff to change, but I have a feeling we will see no changes and no excitement from Hasbro. I want to point out, it is July. And I have reviewed 1 NERF blaster this year. We usually get a drop early in the year, usually around February. That's what, like last year, we got all the new Rival stuff. No Rival this year. It's gone. N-Series, if that's the new NERF standard, why is it so few releases? And then the releases that we get are just more of the same stuff we already got. And the stuff we already got is already bad because it's just, oh, let's take the strong arm, remove the slam fire, and make it shoot our new dart. Money, please. It's stupid. I'm tired of it. I want this company to try. I'm not asking for a whole lot here. Bolt action ward, they're probably going to try. And guess what? It'll be bolt action and break action, and you got to load 1 dart into the front of it and then put the barrel back up and fire it. I think that N-Series darts have another dart coming. Hasbro are very much unapologetically evil about planned obsolescence within their ecosystems. The fact that the N1 dart was labeled that, much like an adult film series, they know right out of the gate they're gonna have a sequel, and the N2 dart will most likely be the pinpoint series dart that is better in every single way. But it will be double or triple the price. N2 Electric Boogaloo, see? Radioactive gets it. Bet you the Galaxy Defender sucks hard. You talk about the Galactic Commander? I bet you it's going to be okay. The problem is it's going to be too little too late. And keep in mind, this might be the only Dart Blaster releases for 2025 from NERF. There is a chance we have gotten NERF Pro stuff released in October. There's a chance we'll see something in October. They also could put something out in October, November that is meant for their holiday season. Never say die, I guess, but my goodness. Best flywheel primary select fire blaster in 2025. I don't really know. I almost would say the Blink, but it doesn't have select fire. Select fire is a gimmick, if anything. If you want to actually use select fire, you have to have something that can have an obscene rate of fire. The Pew Pew, for instance, does like 45 darts a second. So a 3-shot burst on a Pew Pew is indistinguishable from a single shot. It feels great. ABs are much better. They have their own issues that can be overcome with money. There's no reason they can't have practical, fun gimmicks, Primate. NERF Trash series, that sums it up pretty good. I think the Boxer Pro will be good. I have a feeling the Boxer Pro will be very good. I don't believe it's going to be $50. I have a hard time believing the Boxer Pro is going to be $50. I have a feeling after a week after the first set, like it pops up in Walmart, everybody talks about it, everybody buys them, I buy 2, then we'll see the Boxer Pro jump up to $60 or $65. If it was $65, I would believe it. 50 is way too cheap. But that's like the only reason I'm buying that is because, like, did anybody buy a Maxim Pro and feel like they got ripped off? The Maxim Pro was $40. Now it's $45. It doesn't make sense to have the Maxim Pro 45 and the Boxer Pro be 50. Could the Boxer Pro be better? I think it could. I think it could come with another chain in the box, another 50-round chain. And I do think the Boxer Pro may suffer from the chains not being easy to delink. Inexpensive red dot, just find something on Amazon you like. Most NERF shooting is done instinctively. The red dots are almost never used. The only time you really use a red dot is like if you're hiding behind cover and somebody has a specific part of their body, like their head or their hand or their knee or something poking out. And really, in most circumstances, you will not have that chance. Most NERF shooting is done off the hip. That is something I want to do a video on it to kind of explain, because I don't know if I don't think I've gotten it on camera, but I have done it when I'm filming. Those 3 E-shooter targets, I can hit each one of those targets just firing from the hip. Almost every single time with some blasters. You just kind of get into it. Like, if you want to actively NERF train your ability to be accurate or precise, I don't really know what the difference is right now, you'll learn how to fire basically from the hip. Like, I'm trying to, like, is there a target that I feel comfortable shooting? You can kind of see it. It's above that red, there's a, it's right there. Like, Almost. But you get the idea. Right under it. I'm literally moving it. That's the kind of... That's how Nerf shooting is. You don't really... I'm hitting everything but it! Little bit higher, Walcom. Little bit higher. There we go. You see what I mean? Like, that's what Nerf accuracy is. Could I hit it with the red dot? Actually, let's find out. Yes, to answer that question. But most... No, that dart is not going to work. Oh, or it could have. It's not that your blaster can't be accurate enough. It's just that you'll be moving around and you're not going to like Call of Duty it. Most of the time, you're just like, kind of look at it and go, hit just above it. But you can see like, that's how you do accuracy. That's how you play. And it's a completely different type of thing than shouldering your blast. That's why stocks are like half useless. It's also why I think things like the, I didn't like the Nemesis. I liked the Prometheus. Having the big, like, you know, underslung, you can get good enough with that. I swear to God, something just shifted on. You can get good enough with that to where you wouldn't have to worry about, like, you could still do first shot. You don't need to have it up here. You don't need to have a cheek rest. It feels good, but then you also got to think, like, you're usually shooting within 100 feet. Hitting somebody at 150 feet is almost unheard of. Like, it's not impossible, don't get me wrong. But it's like, you're not engaging people at 250, 300 feet with Nerf. It's just not happening. But you can get good at it. It's literally hit right next to it. You can. It's pretty good. Hwin? Yes, it is technically full dart capable. Walcom S7. Here's a slightly stepped on. Fits perfectly. Okay, that totally curved. Totally curved. Usually it's not good, Kitsune. That being said, most blasters have protection against it. Vortex would go really hard right now for Landero. Pro Vortex? Santi, this is a different blaster. Look at it. It's not the same. It is an Awaken, bigger plunger tube, longer barrel. There is, this is actually a really cool thing. Inside these, there's little brass, like, I guess you just call them like spacers or like tubes, but it protects and these foam things because there would be a lot of stress on the foam. Now you got these little brass spacers that make it nice. I have to clean up so many darts. Now just do that for hours and you'll start to figure it out. Like, people don't usually optic or sights in Nerf. You can. You can. There are, I bet, well, I'm setting myself up for failure. See, the sight does help, and it can. The other problem with like trying to rely on like super pinpoint accuracy, precision, whatever you want to call it, is that darts are really affected by wind because they're usually a pretty lightweight projectile. Or darts are not made precisely enough most of the time. So any little deviation in glue, head, weight, distribution, stuff like that can lead to catastrophic differences. So the Venom is super fun. Same thing with like the Brute. Like, and I've talked about this before. I will probably not use a Brute. You will probably not see me ever use one. But I guarantee you, if it's a good blaster, I will be excited for it, because you get the chance to use something that previously was pretty expensive and hard to get your hands on, right? That's why I love the way Dart Zone does stuff. The Brute will have to have something going for it that I can't get anywhere else for me to absolutely love it. Now, if there's somebody willing, I'd love to start a business plan with somebody. I think I have a kit idea, like a 3D printed install kit idea for the Brute Pro. That I think, you already know where I'm going with this, but I already had a full-on design for it and everything like that. I just need to actually have it catted up and done. And I also have a CNC machine, so I could, like, if I have to worry about flexing parts or anything, I could just machine them myself, screw it. But I think the Brute Pro has a lot of potential to do stuff that other blasters like the Dart Zone Pro Mark II and 2.1 didn't do. So I would like to actually, like, get into doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, if it doesn't do anything new, as long as it works fine, it's gonna like yeah, it's a Dart Zone Pro Mark II for $25. Go nuts. I can't believe the comments I got when I said I was on, at first glance, it's a little disappointing. Or a little, I can't remember the exact term. There are people like, ew, Walcom, you're just spoiled. You get everything for free. You don't know what it's like. It's like, no, it's the same blaster, but cheaper. Like, there are reasons to be excited for that, but if you have a Viper, if you have a Fire Rat, if you have a Gecko, or a Lizzie, or a Dart Zone Pro Mark II, or like, there's how many different blasters that the Brute Pro can be. It does mean, like, if you already have all this, you'd be like, it's cool. I don't really need one. There were people that said that with the Venom. I said that with the Venom. The Venom's awesome. But how many flywheel pistols do I have? Right? Like, and better ones, expensive ones. So the fact that I'm still able to come to you and be like, I don't even have an affiliate link for this. I'm not being paid by the company. I'm legitimately excited for this product because it's gonna be really cool for those of you that don't have access to a Pew Pew or a Diana or anything like that. Yeah. Yes, the Brute has Slamfire, allegedly. We will find out. Mine's supposed to be shipped out next week. I assume everybody will get theirs shipped out next week, and then we'll all do videos and then it'll be on store shelves. Are you going to mod your Fury Shot? I tried No Mercy. I didn't really get a whole lot out of it, and I didn't really finish the video, but I did try. If you look back in the community tab, I posted a picture of one that I set up. I have a bad problem where it's like, if I don't feel like the gains are good enough, I'm like not happy with the video. I try not, and I'm really bad about this, and it's something I want to get better at. I'm very bad at being excited for higher velocity stuff. And it makes it, when I do lower velocity stuff, it makes it, at least in my eyes, it makes me feel insincere. Because every single time in the back of my head, I'm like, I wish this would hit harder. But I think everybody kind of feels like that, right? It doesn't mean the product is bad. It's just, in the back of my head, I'm always like, man, I wish this hit harder. I wish we had a pro version of this. But there's limits to that, right? Because it's like, if every blaster hit 400 FPS and, required Herculean strength to prime, I wouldn't be having much fun. I'm fine with 150, 200 FPS. 200 FPS is my kind of like, I like this. 250, it's nice. Anything above that, I'm not a huge, fan of. It's fun. Like, the draw of having something hit stupidly hard has always been fun. That's why drain blasters and stuff were like that thing that we kind of not talked about, but everybody did. Everybody made a single Titan and put a foam dart through drywall. I wasn't the only one. And then we kind of went to Stonehenge and threw all of our blasters, all of our drain blasters in a pile. And we said, we throw down our arms and we respect this pact that we will not drain blaster anymore and make death darts and teach the kids bad things. And then the evil ones picked their swords, their drain blasters back up and said, screw you, I'm going to make all of the YouTube monies. Which is why you see people that are so against Drain Blasters and so against Nerf hurting doing Drain Blaster content, because let's be frank, if I were to do a Drain Blaster video right now, tomorrow, it would probably get a lot of views. And I could teach a bunch of kids of how to, again, poke holes in their bedroom walls with foam darts. And I'm not saying I'm not going to do that, because at some point it's like, it's just fun. I'm sorry. XShot AAB should release sometime at either the end of this month or sometime before the middle of next month, apparently. Drain Blasters is still a thing? Of course they are. I just got sent, somebody made like a whole kit for a Drain Blaster. Like a whole 3D printed kit for one. And it's like, yeah, it's cool. Everybody does one. There's been a Drain Blaster I've wanted to build for a very long time. I just haven't really done it. I don't know why. I want to get one of those auto compressor ones that have the auto shut off. My Drain Blaster build is I want to make a charger from Splatoon. Because if you think about how like a charger works, where you like, it's a sniper rifle that you hold down the button to charge up, and then when you release it, it fires. That's great for air compressors in this hobby. It worked perfectly as a charger. When you review the NERF Galactic Pro, it's not the NERF Galactic Pro, it's a Galactic Commander, it's not a Pro Blaster. It was 69 odd Australian dollars and now 99. Well, they jumped the price 30 bucks on you? I mean, 69 is really cheap compared to like what it costs in the US. With things like the Greg being around, yeah, and it is true that Drain Blasters aren't even the most ridiculous things we have now. I hope Solidus is prepared to help me tomorrow finish that video. Drain Blaster has been banned to the Forgotten Realm. I mean, what is it? We put a foam dart through a pumpkin on live stream. I mean, it was a hard-tipped dart that was pointed. I don't know how many of those darts I still have left, but I had a couple. We called them FU darts. And yeah, it's like literally put a foam dart through a pumpkin. Good stuff. Jacob, I'm currently talking to chat and live streaming, so no, I have not checked all the Discord messages, all the messages on my phone. Every single time I live stream, I get a ton of them. It's just how it goes. Drain Blasters and Mega XL. I mean, I wonder. I also picked up a couple of these because they were 10 bucks, and we are gonna destroy them. I really do. I'm like tomorrow. It's gonna be like, okay, start the camera. I'm gonna open one of these. Actually, I have to open it up ahead of time and charge it. Crap, I didn't think about that. I want to see if they'll actually like go into the air and then stop, or if I will just turn it on and it will just go beep beep and go whoo, and it will wind up at my neighbor's yard, and their dog will eat it. They'll come yell at me. I have like 4 or 5 of them. I figured buying a few more. And then I have this Amazon box. What's that, Walcom? You consume as well? Of course, dear viewer. But I went pretty soft this year. This is the only thing I purchased. Now, pray tell, why would I do this? Because, dear viewer, these were $4 a piece. I see all the ews from the kids in the comments. $4 a piece. Good use of that Amazon gift card that I get sent every month, because you guys use my link that's in the description of all of my videos. will never need for N-Series darts ever again. Look at Classic being a good mod. Yeah, it's a screaming deal, considering I think those packs are normally like, what, 18 bucks? What are they right now? Actually, I can just type in NERF N-Series dart. Yep, 18 bucks. Oh, that's 18 bucks for 80. I got 100. Hold on. I can't even find 100 packs. Yeah, I bought as many as Amazon would let me. I should have bought more. I should have bought like another 5 and just see if they'd let me have it. It's okay. It doesn't have to go very high for Landero. It just needs to fly and hover and get absolutely obliterated. Cheap packing material. No, I'm stoked. Ah, that's a lot of darts. And then I think I still have the 200 pack that I never opened. Every once in a while, Hasbro will send me something like that, and I'll never open it. It turns into like a super rare thing. Because I have like a 200 pack when I first got the N-Series stuff. All of my N-Series darts fell off the table and hit the floor. I'm sad. You never know. N-Series could be the future. Maybe modding those darts and like putting some hot glue in them or something make them absolutely booty ticklers. I have seen the 2-pack of 15 round the Adventure Force Pro bags. Actually, wait, I had I did buy the I put it over there. I did buy the XShot mag pack finally. I found one again at Walmart, and they only ever had the one, and it was like months ago. I saw one more again, and I bought it for collection purposes. You done with building the Mammoth Greg? I CNC'd an ABS catch for it, and I did get a spring upgrade from Evan that I just put inside of it last night. It does catch, it does fire. I'm not certain how hard it's hitting. Hopefully good. I had to take one of the original springs out of the Moose, or the Mammoth, and then put in the K11, and I think it was K12. Is there a problem with that, Classic, for real? You have a problem with that? I basically just said it's done, Waste. Like, it catches, it fires, it's got an ABS catch, so it should never break again. Because I gotta be careful who I talk to about that kind of stuff. If it shoots terrible, Luca, it could be darts. It could also just be the fact that the Rapid Strike was a pretty underwhelming blaster when it first came out. New flywheel cage, new battery. That's usually how you fix it. My favorite Nerf line is probably either Vortex or Zombie Strike. Gonna design an N1 AccuStrike dart and pull out the rug from underneath Hasbro. That would be funny. It would be funny if somebody could do that and actually, but they would cease and desist you so quickly. I know designers that made like those cages, like resin cages and stuff like that, that Hasbro sent cease and desist letters to. You steal your intellectual property. Haven't used it a whole lot recently, Zero. I have to buy materials, like the food for the printer, or the CNC. It's expensive. It's really expensive. I do want to kind of maybe start selling a product so I can pay to make new stuff. I don't have a way to talk to Mighty Shrub, but I wanted to like take the bolt, hollow it out, you know, because it doesn't need to be full infill anymore. I could hollow it out and make it look snazzy and light, and sell them, and maybe just give Mighty Shrub a cut. Does anybody have contact with them? So here's the thing. Hawkeye already makes CNC cages. And on top of that, CNC cages would take a long time. They take Hawkeye a long time, and he has access to a $250,000 machine. Mine is like 1/10 of that. Mine is like 1% of that. My plan, if I wanted to go, I actually already put the wife on opening up a Shopify thing. I want to get rid of a lot of the blasters I have that are worth money that I don't need. I have 4 complete Buzzbee Torrents. Complete. I have 30-something Nerf Titans. I have a bunch of duplicates of stuff that I don't need. I probably have thousands of dollars that I could be using to sell those and upgrade into other stuff. I would like to get rid of that in an economical way that doesn't require a bunch of effort on my end. And I kind of looked at the wife and went, hey, you want more money, you do this for me, and I'll let you keep half the profits. I don't do anything, but I supply you with the product and everything. All you have to do is take pictures and put it on Shopify and sell it. That's it. And you get half the profit. I think that's a pretty good deal. That way I can, get some more income in to help fix some stuff. I want so much tools and like pegboard and stuff like that. More storage. It's going to cost me hundreds of dollars and I just don't have it right now. That's my main concern at the moment. That's what I want to get done. But I have all these blasters that I'm like, I don't want to get rid of everything. I just want to get rid of the stuff I'm never going to use, but it's worth money. I don't want to nickel and dime everyone. I don't want to charge eBay prices. I want to charge fair value for fair blasters and throw in stickers and stuff with them and whatnot. Sign blasters. I can do that too. But then I can also CNC parts out that a lot of people wouldn't be able to get. I can CNC virtually any part. No, this is not exactly true, because if the part is designed in a way that it can't be CNC'd, then it wouldn't do me any good. It would have to be edited to be CNCable. But there's good potential to create, there's holes in the market that will probably never be filled by those companies out there that have to rely on a machine shop. And I could potentially fill those holes, because I do things in small batches. So, like my idea for I would do very minor edits to the bolt handle, but I have the potential, especially with Hawkeye around, because he can help me a lot if he feels like it. Of course, I can pay him too. I can make, a dozen bolt handles a day and sell them for enough that that covers profit, the machine time's basically free. I don't know how much electricity it uses yet. And then, the materials, and just put those up on a website and sell them and use my channel to advertise that. I don't want to sell garbage. I want to sell stuff that I'm interested in. But I also don't want to be somebody who's like, I'm going to be selling, all this crazy random drop ship stuff. I'm not really interested in that. Mighty Shrub is in my Discord server. I didn't know that. I don't think I've ever talked to him in my Discord server. I don't know if I'd do auction, just because I saw how hard it went for Coop when he was trying to sell off his stuff and so many people were being bastards about it. When is the Primus coming out? I assume sometime soon. Sometime this summer. I would pay an unreasonable amount. I only have the one, so you would have to pay a considerable amount to get that from me. I only have one of them, and I don't know if I'd ever get rid of it. Monkey Mods did an L change recently where you got to pay a subscription to buy most aftermarket parts. What? That sounds insane. Why would they do that? How does that work? It doesn't seem like anything on my end. I don't even see anything about this. I just went and added stuff to my cart and went to buy. Yeah, I don't see anything about this. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't really know if I want to open up a Nerf shop, so to speak. I just have a lot of stuff, and I have a big audience, and I'd like to get rid of the stuff to people who would enjoy it. Because, like, I could donate it, but people who buy it, they would never appreciate it. I could give it away, and I would, except for I have no outlet to really do that. I can't afford to ship Titans to everybody who wants one. But I could just try to sell them for a reasonable price, and I have a lot. Half this building is just full of blasters I'm never using. I have so much. I could literally make tens of thousands, like thousands of dollars selling stuff at like bottom of the bin. Like I'd sell a Titan for 15, 20 bucks kind of thing. Clash of the Titans 3, we are actually in talks of doing that. The Swin Firefly. Do they still have the Swin Firefly? I got a Swin Firefly from them. When I opened it up, it only shot like 130 FPS, and I'm trying to like fix it. I think one of the O-rings is bad. But when like 2 months later, it was gone. Let me try to see. Monkey Mod's Firefly. Swin. Only gold/platinum have access. I don't know if I'm against that. I don't know. The way it works is since the start of their store, granted you have to have an account, they total up your total amount of purchases, and when you do that, they give you access to rare stuff. The highest tier is platinum. It doesn't say anything about you having to do it every month. It just says that you have to spend X amount of dollars since 2019. And you get discounts and exclusive access. I don't know if I hate that. Their store, they can do whatever they want. I'm not sure I hate that. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because it's like, if it's the Swin Firefly, they've had trouble keeping it in stock. And it's a very premium blaster that most people don't need. So I honestly don't know if I'm against that. And it is some rad stuff they have here. Although I don't see the this is Swin Firefly in here. Why is that? Although I think most of this is Gel Blaster. I saw Unicorn, and it looks like a Gel Blaster thing. It's hard to tell. The barrel doesn't look like it's for it looks like it's... What are these? P80? It looks like... It doesn't even say what it is. It just says it's this. But that doesn't actually say what it is. Unicorn. It literally does. It just says it's the Unicorn. What the? Oh, monkey mods. This, I guess I have to know what a Kublai P1 is or Unicorn Gen 3.5. It looks almost like it could be a dart blaster, but it doesn't say. That's so ridiculous. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I'm against it. They can do whatever they want. I haven't made any progress on it, Jonah. I have the script written out, but I haven't made any progress on it. I haven't seen Call of the Night. I know of it, but I haven't seen it. I assume it should be out soon, Blaster Boy. How was the Dart Zone Pro Mark IV when you first got it? It was great. I did a whole video on it. There's not anything to talk about the Primus. It's a flywheel blaster. It's... What about the Primus? Mag-fed flywheel blaster. It has the mag upside down. There's not a whole lot to talk about. That's everything. It'll hit 80, 85 FPS maybe. Probably fire at 1.5 to 3 darts a second. It's not going to be a game changer. It's going to be a very niche product for people who want it. And I think it's a $50 product as well, which makes it even harder to recommend. It is select fire, but it really does seem like it was just a way for them to clear out of excess Mark IIIs. My Mark IV can hit 400 FPS with a 0.1 gram dart. You could cut the grip off a rapid strike, glue it upside down, and it would be the same exact blaster. It's not exciting. If it was like a Lewis gun, I'd be like, wow, that's interesting and unique. Yeah. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer. If you like it, you like it, but you can't pretend everybody's going to be excited as you are. Yeah, that's funny you mentioned that, because I literally have this boy right here. Now, I am concerned because this is getting damaged. I kind of need a new material to replace this tube that guides the spring, because it is, after how many shots at very strong, but you can see I even have the little spring guide flipped around. It's a spoof. It's scary. I'm gonna hold this pretty heavily. Look how perfect that prime is. Oh, cool. I just jammed mine. I should have seen that coming. I really should have seen that coming. And that just broke apart. Yep, that did actually shatter with that one shot. It was already pretty far gone. Now it's absolutely cracked. And now it's jammed because there's a dart in there. That's the only flaw with this blaster. I have fixed enough of these to know that. I guess I could CNC it, huh? I didn't think about that. I will have to get a new tube. I guess I could CNC it or something. I would think at this point, though, the community would already have a replacement for it. I mean, I'm scared to prime it again. It's heavy, but it's not that bad at all. Like you can do it. Did it just not catch because of me, or? It's hefty. I'm not going to say it's light. It's for 400 FPS, though. It's not bad at all. I have a 4th axis, so I could technically lathe a new tube. The problem is boring. I would need to find a tube that already has the exact inner diameter I need. And if the outer diameter is too much, I could technically... It's not actually lathing, but since the 4th axis is rotational, I could have it just lathe a new thing. But I'm sure I can find some kind of like metal tube. I'd like it to still transparent so I could see it, but I'm sure I could find some kind of aluminum tube that would fit that exactly. It would never break. It's just a spring guide. It's nothing super important. But yeah, that hit 400 FPS. So did my my Buzzbee. That hit 400 FPS as well. Those were my 2 hardest hitting springers. I'm trying to think if I had anything that really hit as hot as that. It's probably going to be like a Monday, I'm guessing. I still have a bit more to shoot with it. I'm trying my best with this one because I really like it. I've got a lot of firing footage with it. Well, thanks for stopping in, Fire Guy. But, yeah, I don't think it's going to be out tomorrow. I will see if I get a wild hair up my butt and want to work on it until 6 o'clock in the morning or something. The biggest issue right now is it's just so hot up here, and I don't know how to fix that. I have to check my recording. I did during the unboxing and like the building of this, like before I actually take it over and fire it, which I did the day I got it. I did actually take this fan and put it up over on that arcade machine to blow on me because I was just dripping sweat the entire time. If that doesn't F up my recording, then I'm good. If it did F up my recording, we'll find out. My backup plan is to switch from the shotgun mic to this, because this seems to do pretty good. I haven't recorded a whole video, but I have streamed with it a couple of times, and it does seem to be a pretty good little mic. Firearm? It just doesn't have an orange tip, because it's not from the US. That is in the Awaken... What did he call it? Actually, I think he just called it the Awaken Carbine. Carbine? I don't even see it on the list. Awaken 2.0. I will be right back, chat. I have to use the restroom. 1 second. Oh god, there's still people watching. What? Well, chat's slow. I've played Warframe in the past. It's okay. I'm not a huge fan. Oh. Does seem like one of the slowest summers when it comes to foam dart blasting, though. I have a neck fan. It's just that's really awkward to wear on camera. I do have one. So I was just trying. I had to find it because I didn't know where it was. Oh, maybe I won't go on too much longer. I don't really know if I have a whole lot more to talk about. I kind of talked about everything I wanted to talk about. And I do want to get prepared because I have a pork shoulder to cook. And I might start that tonight and just let it kind of smolder all night. That trigger. All right, I put a battery in it. Fire off a cylinder of this. And none of the Pro Blasters have needed modification, so I don't think I've modded really any of them. It is cool that you can also rear load cylinder. Very nice. This week has been a hell of a month. This year has been a hell of a week. Damn, that's fun! You did good, Cole. Cole. That's a good one. I think this will be a popular blaster. I think there's been kind of a hole in the market for this. There is like the Magpie, but Lord knows that the one thing that Mr. Heathpants does not know is restraint. Yeah, I thought there was like a Magpie 2.0. I'm not even seeing it. It's gonna take me a little while. I gotta film it. Realistically, it's only about a 4-5 hour video to make. But I've only had it for I barely 24 hours. Like what? I got it yesterday, I think. Maybe the day before. I've been kind of busy. I've had stuff going on. Do we think Nerf's Roblox and Fortnite lines are gone? Yeah, I think they are. I don't think they sold that well, to be honest. If they were still selling, Hasbro would still be making them. Can you link me, Radioactive? That's so nice. It really is good. This is going to be popular. I have a feeling it's going to be easy for people to make, and it's going to be popular. I hope that this is more open, because I want to see what other people can do. Kieran angled mag? Doesn't it already take an angled mag? Magpie Mark II removed from Etsy. Yeah, I could have swore there was a Magpie Mark II, but I don't know anything about it. I could have swore somebody just told me it exists. Yeah, there's a post from 2 months ago. I'm a little worried just because of the complexity. Yeah, it was released. It was removed off Etsy. I haven't talked to Heathpants about it. It does fire from a top barrel, which is nice. But, like, my Magpie was so finicky, I had to send it back to Heathpants for him to work on it. I think this will be much easier for people. From what I've seen, it's much easier to work with. I have had it jam. Like the trigger gets stuck. I don't know what's causing it, but it seems to be like if I... There, right there. It's stuck. Notice it shifted the cylinder out of whack. And the pusher... Oh no, this one didn't... Usually what happens is the pusher sticks. But... Ooh, that's broken. That's totally broken. I just broke it before I got the video done. Huh, cool. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, that's why the pusher got flicked out. Okay. I'm glad I was trying to show it doing the thing, and then it did the thing and it broke. It's not like an unfixable break. I bet you I could fix that with a dab of super glue. It's in a very precarious spot, though. Glad I could test that before I, did the video. I think it'll technically still work for right now, but that pusher is... no, I think it's dead. That might have messed with the indexing mechanism too much. Yeah. Let's not mess with it. Let's get a firing demo done and then talk about that. That being said, it looks easily fixable if I want to just glue it, and I'm sure I can get the part itself and print it, or machine one out of carbon fiber or something. That's an idea. It's in the grip. That's where the battery goes. I already told you, Luca, you need to buy a new flywheel cage, rewire it, hook it up to a different battery. That'll make it better. All right. I'm glad I did that. He also gave me his phone number, which is a little weird to like text the person and be like, hey, this is Walcom. You have my phone number now. Your blaster broke. To be fair, I fired a couple hundred shots out of it. And I was literally trying to break it right then. It would get the pusher caught. I think it finally got the pusher caught and it broke it right at where it was sitting. It's 100% infill, but it's still 3D printed plastic. Like I said, it works right now, but that's definitely gonna snap. I can't show it on camera. I don't think we'll show it well. Try. No, there's no shot. But yeah, it's right where the pusher meets that other part. It's snapped. Which you could glue that, but if I try to glue it like this, it'll get caught on the indexing mechanism. So let's just not mess with it. Let's do the video and see what happens. I'm not saying that's a failure of the blaster. They sent it to me wanting my feedback. I don't even think they were asking for a video. So I might message them and say, hey, can you just send me a replacement of that part, and I'll replace it with like carbon fiber. It's a completely enclosed system, Ice Blade, and it's got a vacuum. It'll be fine. And with the spindle, I don't know. I could look it up to see how hard it is to mill carbon fiber on it. It was one of the things it listed that it can do. Better than giving you an OnlyFoams link and telling you just DM me. I wonder how hard it is to get to that. It actually looks like it'll be a pain in the jorblats. I think I have to take off this piece, undo these, take this piece off, and then take off the grit. Oh man, that's not going to be fun. That's not going to be fun. It's all good, Demon Anime. I think I'm pretty much done. You have a good night. It's been okay, J-Ro. Lots of cleaning today. Arvera Air Carbon Fiber. It is really hard on electrical components. It can be a conductive and short things out. Now, you weren't kidding, Ice. It might actually be a different... It says it can do it, but... There's videos of people doing it too. Hey, that's me. I'll have to look it up more. Sucked back to the top of the spindle where it's cooling, it can have issues. You need flood cooling. So you mean you need like a liquid, which I wouldn't have. I mean, I have a vacuum, but then it's also seemed like maybe a vacuum wouldn't be a good idea. The Monsong still, I asked recently and they were like, yeah, not yet. Okay. Man. Why am I so good at messing things up? I want to just tack it with super glue now, but if I do it wrong, it's going to glue the entire indexing mechanism closed. Yeah, that just snapped right off. Interesting. It still looks like it's going to come late this month, early next month. The XShot AAB. I don't work for XShot. I don't know anything more than you guys know. They haven't talked to me since the blaster came out. What was the last rival I picked up? The Commander. Not the Commander. The hell is that thing called? Challenger. The Challenger was the last one I picked up. Ah, beat you guys to it. This time, I beat you to it. I mean, you can watch the VOD back, and you will clearly see I said it before any of the chat did. You guys are gremlins. Absolute gremlins. The only rival I need to get my hands on is the Stormtrooper Deluxe Blaster. I have the attachments, which are what most people don't have. I gave the blaster to somebody and regret it a lot. I need just the basic... Is it Stormtrooper Deluxe? What's the rival Stormtrooper blaster? There it is. Yeah, it's pricey. Yeah, I might not ever be able to get my hands on another one. But I actually do have the attachments for it. I saved those. Rival doesn't exist. They didn't do any new rival blasters this year. They quietly killed it off. Maybe it'll come back. If it's not back next year, it's done. I have everything else but that one blaster, as far as I know. It's basically a Helios, yeah. It's not a particularly great blaster or anything like that, but... It's alright, Fire. We're kind of winding down. I don't really have a whole lot left to talk about, I don't think. Yeah, I've never played that game, Gemstone. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't have an affinity for it. Looks like most of you think Dart or XShot is going to be the winner of 2025. I'd love to see how well that plays out for him. Lidl is cooking again. I haven't seen anything. I don't really know how to check up on him anymore. If I just type in Lidl Dynamics, does it show up? Cool. That's a really useless feature, Google. Printables? I don't think it was printables. Blaster downloads, that's a place I haven't really... Doesn't look like anything new there either. I played a bit of Mecha Break, kind of winding down on it. Bots in ranked is the dumbest thing ever. What else? Uma Musume, been playing that with the wife. RuneScape, obviously. I picked up Star Ocean, the second story R during the Steam sale because I had some stuff from some Rust skins. And then the wife took that over, so I don't have to wait for her to finish it until I can play that more. It's pretty good. Not really anything too exciting. I haven't really picked up any... I don't really know. Gaming's kind of started to suck. I am wanting to get at some point... what do you call it? Fantasy Life I? I'd love to pick that up at some point. What's my favorite girl in Uma Musume? I didn't get the glasses girl that I wanted. Recently I pulled Taiki Shuttle, and I've been using her, and she has a gun, so that kind of trumps everything else. Horse girl with gun. Hers, I think, is Nishino Flower, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, radioactive. I didn't pull her, and people were like, she's not really worth pulling, and also you should absolutely pull on the support card that's coming in a couple of days. So I did 1 10 pull and didn't get her. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'll wait. That'd be a fun stream. I should just stream Uma Musume. Yeah, Star Ocean Second Story R is actually really good. I'm like 5-6 hours into it. No, looks like Nerf Pro is dead, Nicholas. N-Force tier list. I think we actually have talked about the N-Force stuff on the tier list. Otherwise, I don't know. Is there anything I'm looking forward to? Like, I'm still burnt by Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds is pretty Like, it was super fun and then had zero content. I basically did everything within 35, 40 hours. And that felt awful. It had less content than, what was it? Monster Hunter Rise. Way less content. I got about 120 hours out of Rise. That sucked. And they are not adding stuff. Like, every patch they do Monster Hunter is like maybe an hour or two of content and then you're done. Which is disappointing. That was like the last game. Like, I feel like the game, and also it runs like crap. Like, I have a 7900 XTX and I still like, yeah, it doesn't run great. Meanwhile, I could run like Monster Hunter World on the Legion Go at, you know, 100 plus frames per second, 1080p, 1200p. I don't know what the heck Capcom's doing. I have a Buzzbee Twist Fury. I haven't even taken it out of the box. I don't know. There's just not a whole lot to it. Oh, thank you, Landon. Yeah, it's like, what am I waiting for right now? What's exciting on the horizon? Most of the time games come out now, I just can't rationalize the price tags. Like, Monster Hunter was $70, and it, again, like, you'd make the argument, like, yeah, you got like 40 hours out of it. Yeah, but it's Monster Hunter. I expect to get like 300. Yeah, I don't want random talisman grinding in Monster Hunter. It's not even my favorite part of Monster Hunter. I don't know. I haven't played it. I haven't played Title Update 2 yet. I don't know if I will. I might just sleep on the game for a year or two. Then they'll release a half-baked expansion that'll cost me another $60. I refuse. I have never spent money on a gacha. I refuse. I can't imagine a worse feeling in the world. I genuinely pity the people who spend money on gacha games. I was a little while ago quiet. I think it was just some Discord. It's like somebody said there was some names and they didn't know anything else about them. Yeah, I can't spend money on gacha. Like, I've played Nikkei since the day it came out, and I've never spent $1 on it. That's another reason why you should never spend money on a gacha, Jolly. It's just never worth it. Like, I cannot fathom spending money on a gacha game. Maybe if it's a skin, but yeah, I see that looks, there's a couple of those, like the Silver Palace or whatever that was announced, and then yeah, Adnanta, that looks pretty good, but who knows? Really, who knows if those games are gonna be good or not? Gaming just seems like it's not working all that good. I was having a lot of fun with Mecha Break, but it literally will throw you in a game where every single one of your teammates is bots versus like 4 or 5 players, and you just get steamrolled. And the next game you play a game, it's the exact opposite. There'll be one person on the enemy team that's a player, and the rest are bots, and they'll be complaining the entire time, like, dude, this game's ridiculous. We can't even do anything. Why are we even playing? It's not fun. I haven't even played the like extraction mode in that game. I tend not to like extraction games because they are the cheesiest, most vapidly stupid game modes on the planet. There's so much that could potentially be good with an extraction shooter, and I don't think a single one of them out there has not been hacked to death and back, and also just be filled with cheese. Like, you can't even play the game. Apparently Mecha Break is like, everybody's like, I can't even play the game because people just pick the sniper and sit next to the extraction points and just kill me. Because like, if you're playing a sniper and you go up against like a melee dude, like, they almost can't even fight you. It's not fun. Heard of Delta Force. I have literally used Delta Force clips in my videos, I believe. How many hours in Delta Force do I have? And again, that's another game I just, like, it got boring. Tons of bots, and it gets really boring when there's bots in ranked modes. I don't know why they keep doing that. I've heard it's made some kind of a resurgence lately. Delta Force. 165 hours. Last played April 23rd. Haven't played the finals recently either, and I think I have way more than that. When was the last time I played the finals? Last time I played was December 18th, and I have 326 hours in it. I don't know how much of that's actual gameplay time, as opposed to having the game open, but yeah. Like, playing against AI in a shooter is usually never fun for me. Unless it's something like where Doom makes it like you do it just to see how efficiently you can take out the AI. An AI player can literally be 100% accurate and see me through walls and destroy me instantly. So when they don't do that, it just seems like the AI is being dumbed down. It doesn't feel like you're playing against actual players. And it's like I tried to get into Tarkov. Tarkov was literal cheese. I didn't even understand Tarkov because I think the one time I had any amount of success in that game was like 7 or 8 kills and I couldn't even loot the bodies because more and more people kept showing up and I couldn't do anything. And I eventually just ran out of ammo. Desperados can be fun. No reason why you couldn't. Especially close range. Reload's going to be your problem. I've actually found those little blue World Small Nerf darts while I was cleaning in the carpet underneath the bench. I'm kind of interested in Arc Raiders, because that's another extraction game that people seem to like. It's also made by the people who did the finals, which is a pretty good game. But yeah, it's like I'm trying to think of, like, is there any... We're, like, dead? I think the only thing we're waiting on, what, is, like, Gamescom now? When is Gamescom? It's usually around this time. August. That might have some announcements, but, like, right now, it's like... It just doesn't... I'm not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Like, the Switch 2 is the biggest nothing burger in gaming. Man, I'm not excited for really any... The last thing I was like, oh my god, Monster Hunter. And it's like, Monster Hunter. It's like, how do you screw up Monster Hunter? This is like your 15th game. How do you make it not catch people's interest for longer than 20, 30 hours? I checked online, and apparently none of my stores carry it, Quiet. I have a bunch, Landon, but thank you very much for the offer. Pittsburgh? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I don't know. I got enough stuff to play, I guess. I think that really the only thing I'm looking forward to getting eventually is like Fantasy Life I. I really do want that. I just don't want to pay the 60, 70 bucks for it. It's one of those where it's like I was hoping it would be like 20, 30 sometime soon. Oh, Pittsburgh is somebody in the chat. I get you. My mistake. $8 for a gnarl is pretty gnarly. Have you had to oil up or do any maintenance to your XShot? No, I haven't. The last time I fired it was probably about a month ago. But no, I haven't had to do any maintenance to it. It wouldn't be a bad idea to, you know, open up like the jam door and just, you know, drip some oil down in there or something. Alright. Well, I've clearly ran out of stuff to talk about. We've had a day. And I think I gotta go down there, finish cleaning my grill, prepare my pork shoulder, set it up on the grill to smoke overnight. That'll be fun. I don't know. Do I want to? I think you have to do, some people do 10, 12 hours. And if I want to have it by like 3, 4 p.m. tomorrow. What happens if I put it on at like 9? Nah, that's not long enough. We'll figure it out. Barbecue for my birthday weekend. Because that's what I do. What is it they say when you hit 30, you get obsessed with beer making, smoking meat, or World War II history? I guess I got the smoking meat part. I don't know what that means, F. Seth. Thank you, Landon. It's not a set screw. I thought that would be a set screw. Sorry I can't be more exciting and interesting, but I've talked about all the things I want to talk about. Yeah, this will have a dry rub. I kind of almost want to go to town and pick up some like cherry coke and make cherry coke stuff. Ooh, Hawkeye, that's pretty good. Ugh, thank you, Zero. For your present? I didn't ask. I think I specifically said not to get me anything to the wife. It's been a rough couple of months. It's been a rough 2025, to be perfectly honest, so I don't think we're in a position to blow that kind of money. I think that buying me the pork shoulder is my birthday present, because I get to smoke that and eat that. I'm just going to make pulled pork. I'm just trying to entertain. I've ran out of Nerf stuff to talk about. People have dipped out. I think we're pretty much done. But it has been fun. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Saturday night. I appreciate it. We do these live streams every Saturday night, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be here next weekend, of course. And hopefully it'll be a lot more productive this week. My plan tomorrow is to have Solanese help me finish the Mammoth Greg video, because I can't film a lot of the stuff I want to film on my own. We might even like go to a park or something so I can just get all that stuff up. But I've got tons of targets to destroy, and also having, you know, help and feedback. Like, hey, you should do this. That's how true masterpieces are made. So we'll have fun. Other than that, I'll see you guys entirely, hopefully, I want to say Monday. It might be a little bit later, but I got a whole lot of blasters here I want to finish doing videos on. And hopefully I don't have to deal with the stuff I had to deal with this week next week. Hopefully next week is uneventful. I'll work on my birthday. I don't care. I worked on my birthday last year. So you guys have a good night. Thank you very much.